Could you imagine something like the Concorde being used as a future Air Force One presidential jet? The United States Air Force's Presidential and Executive Airlift Directorate has partnered with Exosonic to develop a supersonic executive transport. With this move, the pair are looking to provide government leaders with rapid travel around the world while emitting low sonic booms. Simple Flying caught up with the leadership behind Exosonic to find out more about the company's aircraft. The company's CEO, Norris Tai, has a strong background in the aerospace field, having worked as a propulsion engineer on supersonic aircraft. Now, with Exosonic, he and his team have a mission to move people around the world faster. With this in mind, Exosonic is eager to overcome some of the most significant challenges that the supersonic industry has faced in previous years. One of the prime criticisms of supersonic aircraft is the loud sonic boom that's created. However, Tai and his colleagues are confident that they can solve this issue. With low boom capability, the firm believes that the market is now at an inflection point where supersonic jets capable of quiet flight will eventually make existing subsonic planes obsolete. However, to achieve this, careful design planning has to be in place. Notably, the shape of the proposed presidential jet will be directly determined by efforts in this field. Subsequently, the cabin setup is also affected. How to generate a local supersonic airplane is through the aerodynamic shaping of the vehicle. So you'll see a lot of these vehicles typically have a long nose, and that's how to help distribute the shock waves across the vehicle so that they're spread out as they travel above the ground and send a series of smaller, weaker booms, Tai tells Simple Flying. There's a lot of careful shaping in the aircraft design, and that of course impacts the interior cabin design. So we have some interesting cabin design complexity to deal with. Particular governmental needs will also have to be considered with regards to the cabin. Exosonic's principal aircraft interior designer and business development analyst has a background specializing in VVIP and head of state aircraft interiors. Stephanie Chahan explains that the governmental jet will be based on Exosonic's flagship aircraft, but with unique modifications throughout the interior. For commercial flights, the jet can be configured to serve up to 70 passengers. However, the setup would be more intimate when it comes to the US Air Force's requirements. It's meant to be a derivative of our commercial airline that we're working on. With this contract awarded by the US Air Force's AF Works program, it's meant to help us create a concept that could come to life someday. There are special requirements for working with the government. They may need different communication systems or security, and we have to keep all those in mind as we're working on the cabin design. The company's supersonic jet is expected to be introduced by the early to mid-2030s and has been developed with sustainability in mind, including operation with sustainable fuels and ensuring a material supply chain that is sustainable. The man in charge on the Air Force side, Brigadier General Britton, is looking forward to the cutting-edge technology that'll come with the project. He highlights that transporting important leaders across the globe in half the time can be the difference between success and failure. What are your thoughts about Exosonic's concepts? Are you excited about the future introduction of new supersonic aircraft? Let us know what you think of the prospects by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles and a podcast every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe before you go.